Hi all, it's Barb coming to a craft studio. I have a small haul to share. I went to Target and I got an order from Amazon. I'll be right back. Amazon, I ordered some beads for Thanksgiving. They came in 2 different colors and 3 different sayings. So these ones say thankful. Trying to get a hold of them so I don't block the saying. Those ones say, oops, grateful. They say the same thing, they're just different colors. That one got kind of twisted funny. There, that's better. Grateful. And the other one says blessed. In the orange and the natural. By the way, I did make some bead strands for my Thanksgiving themed tray that I'll put up after Halloween. I found this one in the bullseye playground that I did not have. I hadn't seen it at my store prior to this. I really like this one. And I wanted some more of these tags like this one to use on the neighbors thing. I need to dig the other ones out. I think I'm going to try to add their names onto those ones. I need to dig the other ones out like that. And then surprisingly, my Target usually doesn't put out, like they normally wouldn't put out the Christmas stuff in the bullseye playground until after Halloween, but every now and then I'll see a stray item, but they had a lot of it there the other day, so I picked up these little snowmen. I thought I would use them on my January themed tiered tray. Usually in January I do snowmen and snow as decorations. I don't put snowmen out in December unless they're very Christmassy, but like these, even though they have Christmas color hats, they're not overly Christmas. So the cat running, I had to stop it for a minute. My hubby was coming down for something. Then I found these collectible bottles. They say Santa's cookies, reindeer food, and it looks like there's carrots in there, and then Santa's hat, and it's got like little hats in there. I really got it for the cookies. I thought the cookies were really cute, and I thought they went well with this set for the tiered trays. Let's see. I know somebody asked about prices once. The little collectible bottles were $3. The snowman, the pack of 3 snowmen was also $3. The tags were $1, and this little sign was $1. This set was $5, but they had like I think 3 different ones, but I liked the one with the cookie theme. The little sign says, "I just want to bake cookies and drink hot cocoa." So I thought that was cute. And then the other sign says hot cocoa. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that on my tiered tray or not. Maybe I have another really little one. Maybe I'll try to do those on the little one, because I'm thinking the tiered tray for Christmas. I kind of want to see if I can do it Christmas vacation, but I need to see if I can find either the Funko Pops that are Christmas themed, which I think are supposed to be re-released, but one of them has like a January date on it, and I'm like, well, that seems, I'm sorry, silly. If you're going to re-release Christmas Vacation themed stuff, you want it out before Christmas. But anyways, and I also found this Wonder Woman, gingerbread themed Wonder Woman. I thought she was cute. I wish they'd had Supergirl, but Supergirl's hard to find in things, and they don't make one because they show on the back. They do a Superman, a Batman, an Aquaman, a Wonder Woman, and the Flash. But I did decide to pick up the Wonder Woman one because I like Wonder Woman too. My little area with Supergirl also has Wonder Woman stuff, so she'll go over there. I wouldn't mind maybe adding, I do have my one shelf there, if I could find another tray to put over there. But anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time. Amazon, I just got batteries. They're for my lights for my decorations. IKEA, they finally let me order the legs online, the Adam's legs, but sadly one of them is missing a part. It's missing the plate that you attach to the table, but then the leg screws into that. So I ended up having to call them because online the part number said it was out of stock, and the lady said, well, I can either order it, which will take 10 to 12 weeks, or you can stop in a store. I'm like, well, stop in the store is really not an option, or I just would have went to the store in the first place. And she goes, oh, it won't even let me order because, like you said, it's out of stock. She goes, usually it'll let me order. She goes, well, what I can do instead is just send you a whole new leg if that's okay. I said, that's fine. So they're supposed to send me a new leg. And then I ordered 2 of these. And I wanted to check to see if these would fit in the Better Homes and Garden cubes, which was a no. Or the Target, what do they call them? Bright Room? I think that's what they call their cubes now. They used to be Threshold, but I think it's Bright Room now. They did fit in those. I'm not using these particular ones there because I'm keeping these ones in my craft studio. I'm putting my paints in Tiffany's little slide stash and stores and sliding them into, they fit in. The size 1 and 2 of the slide stash and store fit in here, as do some of her smaller buddy bags like Teresa, Shelley, I think Dawn fit. My Gale bags wouldn't, but only because what I had in them was too tall. So I might fiddle around and see what else I can put in those because I have a few extra slots. Those are meant for wine bottles, but I'm using them for craft supplies. I don't drink wine. And then my HSN order, they did their secret sale again. So everything I bought was from the secret sale. I was doing really good until I seen the secret sale. And there were things I liked, so I'm like, I don't really need any of this stuff. I can get by without it. I'm fine. It always helps when Tiffany's not on. So the We Are Memory Keepers printmaker, you get a small, medium, and roll of printable washi, a roll of medium mint washi, a small white ribbon, a medium white ribbon, and a medium silver ribbon. And then it doesn't show you the code, the images, but it also, this one also came with scrapbooking images for the printmaker. So I will have to put that in and see. They had all 3 of them like $15. And I think that's the only way to get those images because they don't come with the regular subscription. Now I don't know that I'll do the subscription after this. I think it was kind of expensive if I remember right. What I may just do instead is like every month try to buy an image set or 2 because I think in the long run that will be cheaper for me than paying a yearly fee. This one came with a roll of small printable washi, medium printable washi, a blush washi, small white ribbon, medium white ribbon, and medium lavender ribbon. And you can't really see those colors very well, especially with my lighting in here. To turn this one on, will it help? Yeah, it kind of creates a little bit of a glare. Just trying to see if maybe it would help with it. Well, not really. You know, I can't even tell which one's the lavender. But, and this one came with the holiday image set, which I really wanted. I think there's one more of those in here. I'm not sure where. I think this one might be. They had some really awesome deals in their secret sale. This was a Stamps of Life set. It was the Flowers to Build stamps and dies. So you got the stamp sets, that one, and that one. And then you got the, I'm going to turn it this way, the coordinating dies for them. You can always use flowers in crafting, so I went ahead and picked those up. That one was down to like $9 or $10 for the whole set. Now, this one I actually think was an error on the website, because I had a friend say, "Oh yeah, I noticed a few diamond press things there, and I was going to call to get a price adjustment, and I went to look them up again so I could show, give them the information, and they're not there." I'm like, "Oh." I said, "Well, I picked up the marquee because it was between $20 and $25 it was marked, and I noticed after that when I looked again that it was gone, and I'm like, I wonder if I'll get it, because it was a mistake. Maybe they'll just cancel the order and say, oops, sorry, we can't send that, which I would have kind of understood if it was in error, but thankfully they didn't do that. Or maybe I should say, unfortunately, because I need another die cutting machine. No, I do not. But did I buy one? Yes. It's been kind of on my wish list for a while. I'm going to get it out of the packaging here so that I can, well, here, that's good enough. Yeah, it's the teal one. It is more towards teal, the green. Somebody told me it was more the turquoise, but I would say it is definitely more the teal. But it's close enough. And I came with one of the little blank folders. So I think this is the other. We are Memory Keepers Printmaker set. Kind of cut it without cutting the code thing. I know some of the specialty colors that were in this is the only way you could get them. This one, again, has a small and medium printable washi and a small and medium ribbon. Now that's what it says. Now here, I think they labeled these wrong, because there, I can see those ones are definitely either lavender or blush. The colored ones are in this set. The descriptions, I think, are wrong. And this one says this one says it has the card making set. Hopefully I didn't show that number. If I did, I will have to edit that out. But this one says that it has the card making bundle in it. And then they had a few TT items on there. Making a mess on the floor. Right now I am missing my table because I knew my order was coming from IKEA, so I rearranged my tables so that I could put the new table here, because I decided to put one of the shorter ones in my sewing room and move the longer one over here and use that as the one I pull over, because that way I can put my diamond art painting there and I can put my Gemini there. I can have room for both. I'm still debating, it's Amazon early access days or whatever they're calling them. They have an A1 light box that I'm debating ordering it. It's $80. Normally it's $100, but it's like 24 by 36. It's just shy of that on each side, but it would be big enough for just about any diamond painting I would ever do. So this was the Slimline bundle from Totally Tiffany. You get the Slimline storage box, and that comes with one set of the pockets. You get an extra set of the pockets. And you get a couple set of the magnets, which I need to sit under a book because they got me curled. I ordered 2 of those. I'm not going to open both of them. And then, so, well, maybe, I'm not sure which one it is now that I'm seeing it. It's like, okay. I'm assuming they're in order. Doesn't fit in other boxes look identical. I'm trying to think what else I ordered. I know I ordered something else of TTs. They don't want you to open that. I probably should have something besides the scissors so that I don't slice myself. Probably be a good thing if I don't slice myself off. There. Hopefully I've opened the right one. I can't even remember what else I ordered. Isn't that terrible? Oh, now I remember. The other one was the, I forget what they called it. It was a lot of the pockets for Tiffany. It had a set of the 6x6, a set of the 8x8, a set of the A4 letter size, because hers will fit either size paper. I think the difference is one of them's longer length, one of them's longer one direction, the other one's longer the other direction. So this is big enough that it will accommodate either, the longest dimension on either of them. And then the 12 by 12, which I knew I needed more 12 by 12, and I figured I can always use pockets, so I ordered 2 sets of those as well. I said I'm never going to get rid of flex pay for my TT, for my we are memory for my HSN. I know what I'm trying to say. The words just will not come out because I did everything on flex pay again. Line, paper storage. They put it on 2 orders. Yeah, that was it. So I figured the marquee will be nice when I want to probably emboss, because sometimes I don't really like having to deal with these Gemini when I just want to emboss something, or if I just am doing one piece. So that's what I ordered from HSN and IKEA, and my one thing from Amazon. I have more Amazon stuff coming. I don't remember whether any of it's Crafty or not. I have to make up my mind in the next hour or 2 whether I'm ordering that light pad. I was going to call it a bright pad, but a bright pad's Cricut. I have my Cricut bright pad, and I use it for my diamond painting when I do it, but I'd like one that's bigger because it'd be easier if it was just under the whole picture, and I'd like to have that one available, not always underneath my picture, so that when I want to weed vinyl or iron on, it's available to use. So I'm hoping. Now I have a real mess to clean up. What else is new? I've been working on my organization. I finished out in the garage, but I think I had told you that before, but I got the other one. I had one more shelf unit that I was going to put outside that's going to have some of the gardening stuff, and I just didn't have room in the garage for it, and I'm like, I think it'll be fine outside. So I also bought a tarp to put over it to keep, because the lids are kind of have a recessed area, and the water really builds up there if they're just because they've just been sitting outside. So I thought if I covered it all with a tarp, they wouldn't get as wet, and it will also keep the snow from accumulating on top of the actual boxes. Normally the ice melt is out there, birdseed. I think we decided to just leave the charcoal on the back. We have a little deck where the grill is, So we bought a grill cover, and I had this extra IKEA cart that when I move things around I didn't need. So I just bought a small grill cover and put over the top of that, and we just make sure that the charcoal bin is underneath the the grill has big arms, and I said let's at least leave one of the arms up so that the charcoal can kind of sit underneath there, and the cover's big enough that it will fit over the whole thing even with the arms extended. So I said then we can just leave all that stuff right there. It'll be fine. And he doesn't have to go wander and trying to remember where I put things. Next, I want to start on the basement. I'm planning to put 4 down there. I'm rethinking the configuration because I'm thinking about creating kind of like a little area so that in the middle of it I can put, my father-in-law made my daughters a stove, a sink, a refrigerator, a table and chairs, and we still have all those things. I thought if I set them up in a way I could store those kind of behind them. So I think that's what I'm going to do instead. That way it kind of consolidates the amount of space everything will have to take and make it accessible. I got to get some more storage containers so that I can get more things packed, and finishing that will actually help some of the mess that I have upstairs. There's a lot of stuff out on the back porch that I don't want there, but I said until I can start getting the shelves and get the storage bins, because I don't want to have to go through it twice. So I want to have the storage bins so that I can go through and say, okay, this is donate, this is toss, this goes into the storage bin, you know. And then I'm hoping to put some of my bulkier craft stuff down there that I use but not as often, especially like the seasonal flowers and the chunky crafty stuff, you know, that takes up a lot of space, but you're not always into it, so it doesn't really need to take up valuable space in your room. If you know what I mean. I'm just into too many different types of crafting, but I really want to get back into my crafting, and I was hoping to kind of do both, and I'm thinking I think I just need to focus on crafting the cards and like the neighbor gifts for Halloween and Christmas, because as soon as I finish that, Halloween I'll probably start Christmas until I can finish organizing all that stuff. I figured out what I need for my shelves that I want to make, and kind of went and figured out everything I need to buy so that I can, and how much money I'm going to need. It's so much fun. Budgets. But I actually seen this at Harbor Freight. I think they call it a hand truck, that I think I want to get one of them, and it folds up so it won't take up too much space in the garage, but that way it'll make it easier to bring the seasonal decor from the house to the garage, because the garage isn't connected to the house and it sits back a little bit, so you kind of have to go out the front door and then down the driveway. I mean, it's not a super long driveway, but for me, long enough when I have to try to carry things. But anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I went longer than I thought. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.